What's up, stringlings? Today we're going to take a look at a ridiculously cool cover of Master of Puppets. Check it out. Okay, so I am a piano player. I am a guitar player. I am a metal guy. I am a classical guy. I do all of these things because it's fun and music is awesome. I even have a piece that I wrote for symphony orchestra a long time ago called Metal Piece Number 7, Fury's Passions. I will link to a recording if I can find one. It was a long time ago, and it was just a side project, but it came out pretty good, I think. Anyway, today I'm going to play for you something that I always wished I could do, which is execute Metallica on the piano well. The artist here is a Ukrainian pianist by the name of Viktoriya Yermolyeva, and she lives in Germany now, but she's very well known. She's extremely popular on YouTube because she does these crazy good piano covers of metal songs, rock songs, all these kinds of things. She has one of the best Bohemian Rhapsodies you're going to find on piano anywhere. And this recording, just pull it up here, this recording was done live in Zurich in, I think, 2011? Yeah, 2011. And this is next level cover material, and this is next level piano virtuosity. This is one of my favorite things about music in the 21st century is the crossover, the drawing on influences, amazing execution. Let's check it out. Let's go. She goes by Vkgoeswild. Okay, so right off the bat, right, you and I know that that's Master of Puppets, but that would fit in any piano recital just exactly as it is. Really, honestly, sounds like Liszt. Sounds like something he would start with, but I would expect it to go slow and dark after that. This is Metallica. It's not going to happen. Once more, through that opening riff, and watch what she does with this. Crazy. Now, it's a good comparison to Liszt. Actually, those repeated notes are very difficult to execute with that kind of volume. This part actually does have kind of a romantic feel to it, but it's going to change into something a little bit more modern. We'll see in a short while. So this sounds a lot like Bartok. Now at this point, it sounds like something you get Allegro Barbaro, that primitivism, or that da 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 da. And the tonality here. Remember, tonality refers to the key that something is in, not the way it sounds to your ear. People talk about vocal tonality. It's not a great use of the word. What they're talking about is vocal timbre. This is tonality. The tonality here in Master of Puppets. At the beginning, that da 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 da. Use my incomplete guitar here to demonstrate. Bum bum bum. That's Phrygian. Da 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 da. Phrygian with a blue note. Da 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 da. Okay, so Phrygian, very metal, and also very mid 20th century interwar period primitivism. That's what we've got going on here. This would very easily fit on a contemporary piano program. So singing James's melody. Okay, and I want to point out the left hand bend. You saw earlier she's doing pop, 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 pop. So alternating like this to repeat the notes. Now she's doing this. This is a very common technique on piano when you need a very fast repeated note, like James's downpicking. You've got to do this alternating kind of broken octave sound. Can you see it? Da, 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 da. Then she could do the octaves, da, 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 da. But to go pop, 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 like that would just kill your arm. She's got so much upper body strength doing this thing, and I'm pretty sure those boots came out of Gene Simmons' closet. The left hand is relentless. Harmonies too. So she's going to take out the second verse, which I think is smart, not least of all because it would get a little bit repetitive if you're not hearing the words, also very exhausting. This is a Bösendorfer concert grand, which probably cost more than most houses in North America. Just as a point of interest. But also, Bösendorfers have a slightly mellower sound than the Steinways, so the fact that she's able to get this really percussive sound out of it, from a pianist's perspective, this piano might actually be fighting her a little bit on it, and she's not having it. She's not having any of that. It's like, you do what I want. This is the part we want to hear, right? This has a very almost Chopin. Yeah. I'll come to this in a second. Here, her rubato, you hear she's not doing what you would do in the studio with the guitar. So it's a little bit more fluid. The tempo is stretching, and it's a typical approach for romantic piano music, that you can do this kind of thing. Makes it much more lyrical and much more emotive than you could get. This fluidity with the internal voices, it's very much a Chopin technique. Okay, we heard that little dissonant note there. That's something, because you can't bend notes on the piano, so we have this trick where we play the two notes together and drop the note that we're bending from. So it's an auditory effect. It's very similar to a bend, but not exactly. Just give that a little tweak here. We'll hear it one more time. That section just lends itself really, really well to the voicing on the piano. Coming to the master section, right? So good. guitar solo. The sheer coordination necessary to do this with that volume and that level of what at this point I can only imagine is just sheer physical exhaustion. It's just mind-blowing. And she does this with System of a Down. She does this with Guns N' Roses. She does this with Metallica. Check out her channel. Links down below and up here somewhere. Check it out. It's phenomenal. Right back to that Bartok section. That left hand is just... this is insane. It's so relentless. There's the outro. So this whole piece, if I'm going to find and link here somewhere a really good performance of Bartok's Allegro Barbaro. Another one that would be similar might be Islame by Balakirev. Both of these cases, we have these really physically demanding virtuosic pieces with a really kind of, I don't want to say mellow, but there's a respite in the middle with another brutal piece at the end. And she's done I don't know what that is, something rumbling in the background there. She's done just a bang up job of making it very clear that Master of Puppets is a classical or neoclassical composition. Neoclassical not in the Yngwie Malmsteen sense, but neoclassical in the early 20th century particularly Russian school Stravinsky, Prokofiev sense. So we've got that structure, right? There's an A, a B, and A. Those are macro structures with this calm piece in the middle. And now we're just tapering off, and let's just wrap this up. I mean, you can't walk away from that video. Go and watch the entire thing. It's linked in the description. It was linked earlier in the video when she started. You can't walk away from that video without feeling breathless. It's just Master of Puppets as a song. One of the very first Metallica songs I ever heard. I played it in a band. Took us 3 months to learn it. This is my very first band in high school. Took us like 3 months to learn it. My arm, I swear to God, I had tennis elbow from that. Doing all the downstrokes, and it's the only way you can do it to get that chunking sound. And she's just like, yeah, whatever, I can do this, no problem. I did it myself on piano just to try it as I was looking through this video, just to see like how the movement goes. And first of all, it's in E, which is not an easy key to play in physically because it's mostly white keys, so there's a lot of like weird things that happen when you have to jump to black keys. So physically, very, very demanding performance, but stunning and brilliant on every level. Technically flawless, and musically, I think she really drove home the sense of the original song, but did it in a way that makes sense on the piano. She wasn't trying to make the piano sound like Metallica. She was trying to make Metallica fit on the piano in a way that still respected what Metallica did. And I think that is the challenge that she rose to here, and I think that was a stunning example of how to do these covers. You can actually get the sheet music for her arrangements on her website, so check out her channel. Check out her website. Her channel is linked here as well. So check out her channel, check out her website, and try to get your hands on those if you're a piano player, just to try them. They're brutal, but so worth it for the exercise. And you learn a great deal more about how these songs are put together when you do them laid out on a keyboard as opposed to on a fretboard. You get a sort of a topographical map, if you will, of how the harmonies are structured, and she's done just an amazing job of pulling all of that together. So thanks once more for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and yeah, if you feel like helping out, there's a link to my Patreon down below. Not asking for much, but every little bit helps, and it helps keep these videos rolling out, and we'll be back again shortly with another review.